Picture in the frame. Pause. I don't control. I paint word pictures on the canvas. I don't control the colors.
I'm everywhere in public.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the Resistance. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Hey, I was just watching the video that I did yesterday in Cambridge, Massachusetts. And I was just looking at little things within the video. And before I continued on, I said, you know what? Let's just do a sound off. Let's do a sound off on this video. Why not? A live review, roast, whatever you want to call it. Eyes on Blue Bloods education. Shout outs to everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Got a lot of y'all that commented on that video. Shardrick Saya, what's up, bro? The Resistance South. Shout outs to Shardrick Saya. Helen Johnson. Ice Cold Audit. Knowledge. William Sharon. Rhonda. Perfect Sense Resistor. Appreciate y'all. We about to get into it, man. It was a crazy day yesterday. Like I said in the intro, I wasn't even prepared for it, you know. It started off with just that little video in the post office of John. And to be honest with you, that video was about 6 minutes long. And I just said, well, here's a little treat for them. I put a little 6-minute video out for them. And called it a wrap until I went outside. I seen John again. Told him have a good day. And that's when I met his wife. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to fall back. We're going to review this as if this was a movie. It was a full feature length video, 43 minutes. And, you know, in the process, we're going to break it down as well. It's an open discussion. So let me put that link. Let me put that link in the chat. Give me 1 second. I'm about to put the link in the chat for you. So open discussion. All are welcome to talk about it, to ask questions, to sound off, to roast. I mean, we got plenty of situations to talk about within this video. So let's get into it. And whenever y'all want to come up and talk, I'll let you on. No problem. Shout outs to everybody in the chat.
That's what.
That right there, that was crazy. I couldn't believe it myself, but I just went with the flow with it. I asked him, I said, you know, what's your problem? Why would you do something like that? You know, who does that? Who bends their ass over to another man? That was the most surprising thing about it. Other than that, I wanted to know what was his level of professionalism at that time, because it was nil to me, all right? And I had questions, and I felt like questioning him because that was an obscene gesture that he made to me. He invited me to record his ass.
What you want? Why would
What'd you get?
Why would you do that?
Why are you doing that?
Why would you bend your ass over to me?
Why are you doing that? Because you're aggravating me.
What reason would
I do my job and you?
So you would bend your ass over to me? That's what you would do. Is that professional? What's your name, sir? What's your name?
There you go, right there. As soon as I asked him his name, and as soon as I shamed him for the obscene gesture he made, by the way, shout outs to the Queen Renetta Williams, all the way from Wynn, Arkansas. But once I shamed him for the obscene gesture that he made to me, and then I asked him his name, now the lights come on. He realized what he did. See, that's the thing. When you're working for the public, and especially if it's on the government, federal, city, civil servant level, you have to always remain professional. You never forget the public comes first.
Why are you doing that? Because you're aggravating me.
What reason
I
would
do my job and you?
So you would bend your ass over to me? That's what you would do? Is that professional? What's your name, sir? What's your name? May I have your name, please? You just bent your ass
What's
over
your
to
name?
me. You just bent your ass
What's
over
your
to
name?
me. Why would you do something like that?
What's your name?
Shout outs to Mike Jones. He says, what's the over under on how many times he used the N-word? I can't answer that, Mike Jones, but what I can say is that the clip at the end of this video with the guy using the N-word, it was definitely over.
Who's your supervisor? Can you get your supervisor for me?
I can get it.
Please.
Actually, I think she's.
Why would you do something like that?
Because I don't understand why you're filming me.
So you would bend your ass over towards
I
me?
don't understand why you're filming me.
So you would bend your ass over towards me? Is that professional, sir? Is this how we operate in the post office?
Yes. I need a supervisor, yo.
Shout outs 357 Sig Beats 9mm.
What's your name, sir?
I told you, what's your name?
John. John. Why would you bend your ass over to me? What type of professionalism is that? I'm asking you a question.
I've had enough of you.
You had enough of me after you bent your ass over to me?
I'd be damned. He had enough of me after he bent his ass towards me, told me to record it. Now he got enough of me. I ain't no trick. Hey, yo, we got Perfect Sense. I'm about to bring her in. Shout out Perfect Sense. How you doing?
Hey, the resistance.
How you
Hey,
doing?
chat.
What's up with this video? You seen this video?
You know I saw this video this morning.
It was crazy though.
Oh my God.
It's not like it heightened after the John situation. Like when police got into it, that's when it like went overboard. You know, I was cool with the John situation. I was already prepared to do that video because I came into the post office. But when the situation changed it to outside,
That was on a whole nother level.
that's the reason why I'm playing this video, just in case people. Well, this is the reason why I'm giving a review, because just in case people want to know why it got turned up the way it did, I'm gonna break it down and show you exactly where it got turned up at.
Well, I'm here for it. I'm ready.
Mike Jones said his name is Terrence. I don't know where he got that name from.
I named you Terrence.
I think you might want to stay here. Me and your supervisor, we're going to have to talk.
I want to have it out, sure. Candy, can you come here?
Yes.
Yes.
Come in here.
You can go ahead. It's fine. I'll handle it.
What kind of professionalism is John bending his ass over to me? Tell me. Well, I asked for you. I'm the one who asked for you.
Okay. What is the situation?
Was filming in the APC machine, so I bent over, and this guy's saying I bent over for him.
No, it's on.
Yo.
Hello.
He's a goddamn liar.
Is he lying or is he lying?
Yo, he said he was bending over working, and I thought that he was doing it. I thought that he was bending over for me.
You should have popped him in the back of his head for that one.
Made a whole quote. Made a whole quote talking about, you want to film my ass too?
That was crazy. But you was filming his ass. I did notice you was filming his ass.
Listen, I was recording the mail. It just so happened his ass was in the video.
Okay, we'll go for that.
And that's all I'm going to say.
Okay. What what is the situation?
Was filming in the ATC machine, so I bent over. This guy's saying I bent over for him.
No, it's on. I'm recording right now. Come here, John. Come here, John. John. I'm recording, and he asked. Ironically, my name is John as well.
Hey, John.
Yeah, I want to put a complaint on this gentleman.
He said
right
John.
Right. Shout out Scully 10.
I'm not going to report to anyone.
He don't want to be recorded.
Full name, your statements, and I will get back to you. Did you need anything else?
You would get back to me?
Yes.
Through email? I can leave my email, right?
Oh, yeah, and your phone number might be better. Then we can just speak about it if you want.
We could just talk about it verbally. I was recording.
What was it?
He asked me, he said, "You want to film my ass too?"
So
that's unprofessional.
yeah, no, I understand. Yeah.
I'm a member of the public. I come in here. This is the U.S. Post Office. I shouldn't be treated like that. What type of reprimands do you guys give?
I gotta admit, she was very cordial. She's done most than other supervisors in other libraries. In other post offices. Most of them give me the cold shoulder, but she at least heard me out, and she was very professional with it as well. As far as what they going to do about it, I pretty much believe that it's going to be, something very minimal. Okay, I don't believe that public complaints go too far unless it was really a violation. I think they really get reprimanded when it's a direct violation against the post office employee that, I don't know, whatever reason, insubordination. They take those serious, but I don't believe that they take public complaints seriously.
Yeah, well, she'll rub him on the back in the break room and let him know it's going to be okay. That's how that's going to go.
Right. Plus, it was just another guy with a camera, too. It was one of those guys.
All right.
Things like that.
That we can't speak about, but we will handle it, definitely.
Okay.
Yes, definitely. If you want to still write about it, you can, and I'll give it to the manager, but...
All right, I will write about it.
Okay. Was there anything else besides that you needed?
No, that's it.
Okay. And if you mind, the end, we do passports, so we have personal information down there, so, with passports, so...
I was just in here to...
So then this is when it gets a little sketchy, because she had to... I thought she was just going to walk off with her cordialness and, her professionalism, but she had to give me a directive of what not to record. So I don't know. Maybe it was due to her ignorance, lack of education as far as recording in public areas. But I had to let her know.
Record the building.
Yeah, that's fine.
I wasn't
I
wasn't even planning on coming up here until John did what he did.
No, you can record the building, but just we have passports with personal information on them down at that last window.
Okay.
So you don't mind recording that area.
Well, being as though you mentioned it, I can record. It's up to you guys to protect each of these clients' privacy.
I understand. I'm just asking you if you.
Okay. Yeah. I understand the request, but I was just letting you know.
But I understand her request. I do understand it, but I still have to let her know that if I wanted to go down that end and record, I can.
You can.
Then again, that wasn't the focus. The focus was putting in a complaint on John for doing his obscene gesture. So
he twerked on you. That's what he did. He twerked on you.
That was crazy right there. There you go, right here. Wow, he really put it out there too. He, arching his back and everything.
Oh, that was a toot. That was a toot if I ever seen a toot. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out, how John and his wife get down at home. That's not a good example right there.
Oh, look at that too.
With personal information on him down at that last window. Okay. So if you don't mind just not recording that area.
Well, being as though you mentioned it, I can record. It's up to you guys to protect each of these clients' privacy.
I understand. I'm just asking you if you.
Okay. Yeah. I understand the request, but I was just letting you know.
As soon as you're done with the statement, and I'll come right back out. Mm-hmm. Okay. 24, 49.
All right, so on 4/25/22, I came into the Cambridge USPS to record the building when I was confronted by John, a U.S. employee, when he suddenly asked if I want to film his ass. John is very unprofessional and demand that action be taken. Thank you, concerned citizen. eyesonbluebloodz@gmail.com.
I mean, I know a lot of people think that was funny and very humorous and everything, but it was straight to the point. I couldn't write it no other way. That's exactly what happened. It was not made up. That's exactly what John did. I came into the building to record, and he asked me, did I want to record? He invited me to record his ass. Cambridge, Massachusetts, ladies and gentlemen. And for those who haven't watched the video, shout outs to all of y'all that have watched the video. Shout outs to y'all that commented on the video. Everybody in the chat pretty much seen the video and commented on it. I appreciate y'all for that. And, it gets deeper for those who haven't seen this video. You could go see the video now. It's my last upload. It was a premiere from this morning, so y'all could go see it. But back to this letter. I know y'all think it's funny, but it's exactly what happened.
I just think it's funny. You said, I want to film his ass.
Say that again. Say that again.
Never mind.
No.
It was just funny because
I didn't say it.
No, you wrote it. You wrote it, and then when you read it, that's all. It's how you read it.
Wait a minute, I just knocked over my speaker and messed up repeat that one more time.
It's how you read it. It's how you read the note.
It's how he said it.
Okay.
So I came into the Cambridge USPS to record the building when I was confronted by John, a U.S. employee, when he suddenly asked if I want to film his ass. John is very unprofessional, and I demand that action be taken. Thank you, concerned citizen. eyesonbluebloodz@gmail.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that was my results of visiting the United States Post Office located in Cambridge, Massachusetts. We met John, who asked me to record his ass. Very unprofessional.
Now that's funny.
Boom. In the video. I'm ready to go do my next thing, okay? I done spent enough time in Cambridge. I had one man bend his ass over to me. I said, he asked me, does he want me to record his ass? I said, is that what you want? He tells me, that's what you get. I know y'all heard that part. He said, that's what you get. So I'm wrapping the video up. I'm thinking it's over with. What I do is I say, wait a minute, let me go around the corner to the back where the truck's at. Maybe I can extract some juice from out of there, right? I go back there. I don't. I come back around. I'm ready to leave. And John comes ducking out the side door. His wife is picking him up. And I don't have to say no more. Y'all seen the video. If y'all didn't, I'm about to play it.
It's the resistance.
It's the resistance.
Have a good day, John.
This is a piece of shit.
That's illegal. I gotta go.
So, this is the piece of shit. Obviously, he must have been spoken to, okay? Because I told him to have a good day. He cursed me right the fuck out to his wife. She already said that's illegal. She jumped. Like, what I'm trying to say is that There's no way she wasn't unaware of what happened in the post office. He must have called her. She got on game real quick because of how she reacted. That's illegal. That's illegal.
Mm-hmm. He said like a little bitch. Mm-mm.
So after leaving, I decided to go around to the back of the post office to record. Not only did I run into John again, but I also met his wife. And she must have known what's going on.
Have a good day, John.
Piece of shit.
That's illegal. I gotta go. I'm gonna have you arrested.
Huh? I ain't hear you.
There you go right there. I'm going to have you arrested. Arrested for what? I ain't do shit.
I gotta go. I'm gonna have you arrested.
Huh? I ain't hear you.
Stop.
It's illegal.
Now, go ahead.
No,
go ahead,
he
P.
should have just told her to just pull off right now. Just go. Just go
And
home. Let's go now.
That's exactly what they did. But before they pulled off, I walked up. Let me just show you real quick. It does see the way I edited the video, it chopped off about 2 seconds. But what happened is I walked up to the car and I tried to record the sticker. And as I did that, they were pulling off. And John opened up the passenger door and tried to clip me with the passenger door. It actually did touch me. It was a minimum touch. It was a little soft bump because I got out the way. I wasn't right in the, in the middle of the door. The middle of the door wasn't coming at me. I jumped out the way. So it kind of like nipped me in the back. I felt it though. So, and then they pulled off. I laughed. At that point, you know what? I put in a complaint on John. It was what it was. I stepped out to record the car, and he did what he did. I respected his gangster at that point. I didn't respect what he did to me in the post office, but I respected his gangster because it ain't too many people that pull stuff like that on me out there on the streets when I'm recording.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not to be talking on no, hey, yeah, I'm the resistance and you can't touch me. But I don't play like that. So for this man to do that, I said, okay. And I took it on the chin and I kept it moving. So I go around the corner and I'm minding my business.
Mm-hmm.
They pull back up.
So they took off, and then they came back.
They kept going the direction that they was heading. Right
Mm-hmm.
here on this clip that ended,
Mm-hmm.
they kept going down. I looked at them for a minute. I ain't even watched to see if they turned. I think they may have passed the first block that they reached, and then I kept going. So I went up the block. I made a left on Massachusetts Avenue in Cambridge, and I'm going towards my bike. And when I get to my bike, they pull up right in front of me, and they stop. And that's where the recording starts off from here.
Okay. Came back.
Boom.
Tried to assault me with that door, John.
So at this point, because he clipped me with the door, which is unfortunate, I didn't get the footage. Okay, I didn't get that part. And let me clarify. As the car pulled off, because I seen him when he pushed the door back open.
Mm-hmm.
I had to use my arm. I had to use my arm to get out the way. It wasn't just a step back motion because I had to move out the way fast. So I had to like flex my body a little bit to get out the way. So the only excuse that I could come up with on why I didn't get that footage, my hand must have hit the button. Because I was even lucky to come up on this because all these pieces of footage, all this footage were pieced together. These were three incidents. Okay, it was the post office incident. It was this little clip right here. It was the one in front, the pre-recorded footage that was in front of the library, and then it was the live footage.
Well, you put that together very well, I might add.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I had to try to piece it together. I'm sorry, not piece it together. I did piece it together, but I had to frame it in the order that it happened so y'all can get an idea. And I gave y'all the caption that I missed the footage. Like I ain't got no time to be making no shit up at
Right.
all. So, I mean, not saying nobody even said that, but I'm just saying I just want to clarify that because I want to clarify that because the footage was missing.
Oh yeah,
Other
Grandma wanted to smoke, Mike Jones. She sure did, but she got a
she
different
wanted
kind
to
of smoke.
she wanted to smoke from the moment she said, "I want to get you arrested." That's what they came back around the block for.
Mm.
Okay, that's what they came back around the block for because they wanted to smoke and they wanted to see me get arrested. They didn't go. They didn't listen. I was past the post office when I walked after they left the first incident when he tried to clip me with the door, and I went back on Mass Avenue in front of the library. I walked past the library. So when they stopped before. It wasn't like they was going to the back to the. I keep saying the library. I'm sorry, the post office.
Right.
The post office. They stopped before they got to the post office. So it wasn't like they were going to the post office or that was their first stop. They may have, but they stopped where I was at on the sidewalk, right directly in front of me. So they came back to see me get arrested.
Oh yeah.
You circled around the block to come see me again?
Yeah.
And you gonna call 911 because you came?
He just admitted it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's a one lynch hick. Oh yeah, by himself.
You circled around the block to come see me again?
Yeah.
And you gonna call 911? You came and tracked me down?
This motherfucker.
And you gonna call 911? You circled around the block to come see me again?
Yeah.
And you gonna call 911?
Did he say yeah, oh yeah, or hell yeah?
I don't know. Somebody put it. Sound like you say yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Circled around the block to come see me again?
Yeah.
And you gonna call 911 because you came for the rest?
My fault.
You circled around the block to come see me again?
Yeah.
And you gonna call 911? You came and tracked me down?
No. You assaulted us.
Ooh, assaulted.
Wow. She dug for that one. Look how she pitter pattered with her lips before she came out with it.
Hey, American Amy.
You circled around the block to come see me again?
Yeah.
And you gonna call 911 because you came and tracked me down?
No. You.
No.
How did I assault you, man?
By coming up and filming a private car.
Assault is physical. Assault is physical.
He said car.
In 770 Mass Ave, there's a gentleman out here just filming without any permission.
You're blocking. You're in the street. You're blocking traffic.
And he won't get away from my car. He keeps stepping in front.
Tell him you circled around the block and came to me.
Taking pictures of my license plate. He won't get away from
Shout out to American Amy.
Really? You can leave right now. You can pull right on off. John, don't touch me, John. You almost tried to clip me with the door. Don't touch me, John. You're digging yourself a deeper hole. You know that?
Follow my husband out. Stop filming my car. Taking pictures of my license plate.
You said, forget that. I'll go on the other side.
Yeah, but I came back because the window was up and I couldn't capture no audio.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get what's being said. You know, she on the phone with the cops, so I came back around as soon as I seen that window was up. But like, I'm not in the age shaming and nothing. But I mean, That hand looked like Skeletor in my face right there. I mean, I didn't want to come nowhere near him because
I
the hand
know.
was
Ugh.
brittle. I thought it would, just disintegrate like sand. I was mad that he touched me because I thought he's gonna break his hand.
Can somebody please get him away from the car?
You gotta pull off. If you want me away from your car, you gotta pull off. Isn't that the smart thing to do, John? Tell your wife to pull off. Isn't that the smart thing to do?
And I tell you to go fuck yourself.
Huh?
Pedal to the metal.
Why don't she pull off? If she has a problem with me, she has to pull off.
And that's where they game stop right then and there, because they pull off, they circle around the block, and they call the cops and say that I'm harassing them, and said, well, she told me that I assaulted them.
Right.
It's that don't play out. If you're harassed and you was in fear of your life, because that's how she acted. If you was in fear of your life, you wouldn't come back around the block. You would not come back around the block with smoke. So because you came around the block, because you tried to clip me before you pulled off, or as you pulled off, and you pulled back up on me after circling the block, now I'm going to record you and I'm going to keep the camera on you now.
Why won't you pull off?
Dungarees.
What are you from, 1812?
I mean, listen, I'm sorry, guys. If you think that was said simultaneously, it was. And every time I hear that, right, I just think of my grandma. She say dungarees, and she used to call my Timberland boots brogans. So that's some funny shit to me. And if I wasn't a cameraman, I would be laughing much more. Okay, I gotta keep my composure for y'all, because I feel as though if I laugh, I'm gonna mess it up. But I wanted to laugh so bad, but instead I just responded like, dungarees though, for real? Like, wow.
That bitch wasn't throwing no shade though, Mike Jones. She actually calls them dungarees.
Listen, y'all be mad with me if I did tell y'all where I got them jeans from, but that's just another situation. But they definitely wasn't dungarees.
Right across the street from City Hall. Right across from City Hall.
Is he talking to my husband? No, he just shut down.
I'm talking to both of them, sir. I'm talking to both of them.
I have no idea. I just came to pick up my husband.
Yeah, listen to me. Stop yelling. Listen to me and answer my question.
Shout out to Harold Shields.
Why you touch me? Huh? Why you touching me?
Why are you?
Why you touching me, John? What you pulling out? What you pulling out? You carrying? He just touched me. You did so. You did.
He's such a liar.
So
He
you
lies
touched
about
me
everything he does in your face.
Look at his nails though. He got a nice little Freddy Krueger nails hanging over a little bit.
Ooh.
No, seriously. All right, you seen the scratch? All right, I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. Those scratch marks ain't come from nowhere.
Freddy Krueger.
He just touched me.
Touch nobody.
You did so. You did.
He's just.
See, you touched me again. I got the scratch marks on my hand. Look at the scratch marks on my hand. And I got.
Wham. That's 2 nails.
Ooh, look at those lacerations.
I said lacerations in the video, but I quickly corrected it and said scratches. And I mean, that's just right there, proof of assault. It's nothing. But
I know it hurt though. I know that had to hurt.
I was just hoping he didn't break no skin and it got infected, because his nails was yellow.
Got proof.
He's just filming, and that's it. And I said to him, that's illegal. why are you filming me? And he will not answer me why he's filming.
I can hear him talking to you.
Right.
Hold on.
He's just filming. He's filming and he's saying that he has the right to film us.
I'm making an accusation.
What kind of accusation?
Yeah, that I
So, like, for real, they had no business there, parked in the middle of the street. But yet and still, they calling the cops complaining about me recording them when they should be moving on to point B.
They should have been gone 10 minutes ago.
Come on, man. And you know, I'll just ask the chat, what could this be about? Is this really, at this point, is this really about recording? Because I done had a couple circle around the block. After telling me 3 minutes, 4 minutes earlier that she was going to have me arrested.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm just asking the chat. Feel free to go drop in the comment. What is this really? I'm afraid that if this was 1812, that was the comment I made when she said I had dungarees on. I'm afraid that if this was 1812 and that Massachusetts Ave was all dirt and nothing but trees all through it, what would have happened to me?
Right.
I'm just saying.
It's scary to think, actually.
I'm attacking.
Oh, yeah,
You did attack me.
making all kinds of accusations over here.
You did attack me. Look at the scratch marks on my hand.
My husband's trying to block the camera for him filming, but he's saying my husband's. My husband had his hand up to block the camera. And he's saying my husband's.
So why do you think he has the window rolled down? Okay, now he's rolling it up.
He rolled it up, but the whole thing now is why are you here? You pull up. So the whole point is you're pulling up to call the police on me. So now I'm recording you the whole time. And y'all and people who don't like it call it what they want. Well, remember, they came back. They came back to join, to create conflict.
Right.
Okay.
Because, like, why are you even there? Okay, obviously they're missing their popcorn, their milk duds, their Slurpees, everything else. They want to see you locked up. They want to sit there and watch a movie. They want to watch you get locked up. That's my thought. And I'm sticking to that.
I hear you. I wonder what they were saying right there.
She mad because he twerked on you?
And she don't even know about that.
I
bet
know.
you she
I'm just saying.
mad too.
How
She
you
done-
know? She got a camera on her, man. Trust. She was probably on FaceTime.
She's still ranting on with the police.
And you steady collected VIN numbers and
Look, she
license plates.
she is curting the fuck out. Okay, she's thinking about VIN number and every.
And that's what you do. Ooh. Losif Crumb in the house.
Shout out Losif Crumb. Phil Reporter. Boston's Phil Reporter. I mean, mean, really, if I don't have nothing to do, if that's what everybody got to say about me recording in this situation and any other situation, if I don't have nothing to do, then they definitely ain't got nothing to do.
Hmm.
What? They definitely ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah, they should have been gone.
They still out
Mm,
there. Like they waiting on the cops now. They ain't already called the cops, so
of course.
they waiting on the cops to come. Man, here they come now because he just got out.
It's not gonna be good for you, John.
It's like worse for you.
He said, buddy, it's going to be a lot worse for you. So, like I said, that confirms right there that that's what they spent around the block for. They spent around the block because it's going to be a lot worse for me.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Come talk to me.
What's going on?
You're not gonna talk to me? What I need to talk to you for? First of all, who are you? Who are you?
Officer Katoski.
All right, what you want to talk to me for?
I'm trying to figure out what's going on because they're
She
calling.
the one called you. You go ahead and handle your business with her. She called you.
All right, I'm going to handle my business with you while he talks to her.
Am I being detained?
I'm inquiring what's going
Am
on.
I being detained?
I'm going to figure that out in a moment.
All right, I don't have anything to say.
You have nothing to say then? Okay, then I'm gonna stand right here.
That's legal.
All we can do is separate you guys. He's on a legal place, and you can come all you want. All right?
So I've just been assaulted by this guy.
That's what I'm trying to ask you. What's going on?
You see the scratch marks on my hand? See the scratch marks on my hand? That's from him. That's from him trying to take my camera out of my
You
hand.
want to tell me what happened so we can?
So I was in the post office, and I was recording in the post office, and he was working, and he turned around in front of the camera and said, "You want to film my ass too?" So I put in
for the record, that's Officer Gukowski. I forgot what his badge number is, but he will be stating his badge number shortly. I've had an encounter with him once before in the square, Central Square in Cambridge, about 2 blocks down, block and a half down. That was the video of Hype Tyson. I know y'all guys are familiar because y'all seen the video within the video that I uploaded this morning. But for those who haven't, the link is in the video, my last upload. I tried to put it in this live, but I was having problems with my mouse. It didn't want to copy. Anyway, it didn't.
Okay.
And I was mad about it. That's why I was late. I mean, I was like trying to do it over and over. But anyway, that was my first encounter with Officer Gukowski with Hype Tyson in the video. And Officer Gukowski was pretty much refereeing the fight. It was a quick one, but we'll get into that too because we're only 16 minutes into this 43-minute video.
Complain on him, and I went out and recorded the back of the post office, and as I came around, he was getting in the car with his wife, and I started recording him again. with that door when I recorded his sticker right there. He opened the door, tried to clip me. Then they come back around here. After I leave, they come back around here, meet me right here, and then that's when they call the cops and they, try to antagonize me and everything while they were calling you. They made some false claims, said that I was assaulting them when I didn't touch them. I didn't do anything to these people. Okay. And they're here. You need to ask them, why are they here right now?
So do you want to give me that video as evidence?
Yeah, I can give you the video as evidence. I definitely give it to you.
Right there. That's where I fucked this whole world up at. Right there. I called this bluff because he didn't expect me to say, yeah, I was going to give him the video. And when I said that, that just stalled this whole process real fast. But, he quickly came back on his tyrant shit. But that right there slowed him up a little bit because he wasn't expecting me to say that I was going to, be willing to give him the video. So the thing was is that he wasn't going to dictate to me when he wanted the video. The video is not complete until objective record ends. Okay, so after that, he wants to go into a whole bunch of other things, and he starts siding with the other party.
Why is he still filming?
Sir, he's in a public place. He can film all he wants.
Not supposed to take pictures inside the post office. That may be a public place, but that is not supposed to be done. This gentleman is in wrong. He has no right to film it.
I won't be able to send you this evidence until I'm finished creating my objective record. So when this is over, and that's when you could get it. See the scratch marks on my hand right there? That's from him snatching the phone, trying to snatch the phone out my hand. You need to ask them why.
And not to be smart, right? Seriously, this is real shit. Not to be smart. But God bless me with the melanin in my skin that if I get lightly bruised, it'll show up, right? Now, with the color of their skin, if I was to do the same thing that he did, most likely it wouldn't show up, all right? Because it wasn't deep enough. It wasn't a strong enough scratch to cause redness. And as you can see on my hand, it wasn't red. It was just ash. That's how it show up on black people's skin. But it was ash, and it was 2 strikes, 2 nail strikes going across my hand. But the point I'm trying to make is, even with that evidence on my hand, it wasn't enough for them to be moved to even to try to, what am I trying to say as far as like trying to assist me with doing anything as far as like, I didn't want to press charges, but starting a report, you know what I'm saying? Writing a report. They didn't even write the report. They basically abandoned the whole investigation at the end. But the point I'm trying to make is, even with the evidence on my hands, it didn't even move them to investigate that even more. But if I would have did that to them, just their statement alone would have pretty much had me in the Cambridge police station. That's what I believe.
Are they right here, right now? Because I was gone. They left me on that street right there. Why did they circle around? That's antagonizing me.
Sir, like, you are filming them. It's a public area. They can be wherever they want, and you can film wherever you want.
Right. He could be whatever he wants, but he can't antagonize me. And when I recorded him, he tried to take the phone out my hand.
Yeah.
So
that's why we're trying to educate them, right?
Yeah, but it's beyond education now because he assaulted me, right?
Yeah, it's a new thing going on right now. Perfect Sense just sent me a chat. No, I can't hear you, Perfect Sense. You might have to duck out and come back in. If you need me to put the link in the chat, I will. But no, I can't hear you. And I'm going to put the link in the chat. Sorry about that, y'all. A quick pause real quick before I continue on. There we go. I'm going to put the link in the chat for y'all as well. So,
I don't know about that. It's beyond education now because he assaulted me, right?
Okay, I had to rewind that part a few seconds just to remember what I was talking about. But new thing going on right now. So when the police officers come on the scene to educate, because now they have no choice. If you watch the videos, officers are doing more and more education on these videos. Perfect Sense coming back in. I got you, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Look, I was saying, right, I just paused it right here, right? And I was saying that there's a new thing with these police officers. And it's kind of like a half-assed job. But we see in the videos that at least in my videos, but I've seen it in other people's videos too, that there are more and more police officers educating people in these videos,
Right.
right?
Right.
And what I've been noticing is the thing is that when any type of somebody's constitutional rights have been violated,
Mm-hmm.
what they say is, well, we just educated them and let them know that, what the law is. No matter what the violation was, they think that because they educated them, it corrects what they did. No,
Right.
they still subject to civil litigation.
Exactly. They are.
And I just want to say something real quick because somebody checked me, and if they want to say who it was, they can speak up. But the civil litigation, shout outs to Long Island Audits, that's a nice little tagline. And, I'm beyond what people may think or what people may say. We all do the same thing, okay? We all say the same thing, and sometimes people say it more than others. It's happened to me, and I've grown in this community. It's just like comedians. A lot of people think comedians steal each other's jokes, but when you're in that circle and you got those minds together, you're going to come up with the same things every once in a while.
Right.
But anyway, that's the Long Island Audits for that. You open the civil litigation. I mean, it's nothing he made up, but nice tagline that he used, and I've adopted it. So they opened themselves up for civil litigation already before they were educated. It doesn't matter if they were ignorant to the law. You violate somebody's rights, then that's a federal crime.
That's right.
And you gotta be dealt with.
Right?
Now we don't know about that. We're trying to figure stuff out.
Okay, all right.
Give us some time.
He can't arrest me.
Before anything.
That's right.
You need to let him know. You're the ones making the physical actions, not me. You can't block me from filming.
He's trying to block me from filming, but he's dead out in public.
And if you don't speak up, they'll run right over you.
Look, they've been parked there for 18 minutes and 27 seconds.
Ooh.
No, I'm sorry. I'm wrong about that. I forgot. I pieced these clips together.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, damn. Wow. They've been out there. Wow. 10 minutes.
Waiting for the popo to arrest you. Waiting for the popo to take you to jail and do whatever.
8:34 is when this clip came on of them after they circled around me. It's 18:27. So roughly 10 minutes.
Who sits around waiting for somebody to take somebody to jail? Ugh.
That's what they spent around the block for. She already said it when I pulled off. When she pulled off, I'm going to have you arrested.
Only in your home, not outside in public.
In other private areas like your club, Masonic Temple, places like that, golf course, Patty's basement, places like that, but not in the middle of Mass Avenue in Cambridge, Massachusetts. No.
Where does that come from anyway? You know his name? Want his name?
Where this guy
I'm not
come
gonna give
from?
him my name.
Oh, that's a surprise. Why not?
That's what?
That's a surprise. Why not?
I won't give him my name. No, I just no. You're not gonna suppress. You're not gonna
He
suppress.
try to come in the middle. What you say? What you told me? He's a peace officer. He's trying to act like he a peace officer.
Right.
Right. trying to come into every little civil quarrel. In between every little civil quarrel, as if is his duty. Like, I can say what I want. Like, I don't understand why. Well, they try to make they will try to make a situation out of your voice being elevated into a crime.
Right.
They tried to do it to me in Providence.
Press my speech. I'm going to speak all I want. What's your name?
Officer Quincho. That's number 670.
Thank you. Harassment. You saying this is harassment?
There's a second one. There's a second word, harassment.
That's when it gets turned up. Okay. So, everything was kind of smooth until I overheard him talking to that lady and saying, while he's in his official capacity, telling her, in my opinion, it's harassment.
Mm-hmm.
He's being biased. Okay? How can he that he got to take himself out the investigation? He can't even proceed forward. Not an inch more. He done said that. It's on the objective record. Come on, man. Ain't no judge going to look at that and say, "Oh, yeah, that was cool to say. That was cool for him to do."
Right.
No. He's supposed to be he's the law. He's supposed to be operating within the law. He telling this woman open investigation.
That's his mom's friend.
Yeah, they play cards together.
Or something.
For years. Drink tea and eat cookies.
Yep, or she changed his diaper or something.
Was at the christening.
Okay. Whatever it was, he's on her side. Period.
Yeah, well, they definitely know each other. Somebody, listen, they know each other. They know each other through somebody.
What you doing to this couple?
Are you serious? After they spent around the block, they come. No, man, get the hell out of here, man. Get the hell out of my face. After they spent around the block and yell, First Amendment. No, I can speak as loud as I want. I'm redressing.
Once I seen them side with them, I'm like, oh no. Like, now it's a fight for my life. Because I already feel that they're conspiring against me. Oh no, I'm not going to let this just. I've seen this happen, and it's happened to me in my younger years. Once they get the upper hand, or once they feel as though they could get something that's good enough to put on paper, you're done. You're booked. I don't play that. I'm going to call that shit right out. And being as though I got a camera in my hand, I'm going to call that shit right out. No, you're going to go over there and listen to what she says. I'm telling y'all that this shit started in the post office, seen them on the side street, and then they circled the block and met me on the main street. That's some bullshit. But then you go over there and listen to her and the story she done put together, and now you even become biased and said that in his opinion, in his official capacity, it's harassment. I had no choice but to redress my grievance in whatever way they thought it was. I heard them mention belligerent. Okay, they said I was bullying. All right, the other woman, the woman in the car, she said I even assaulted them. They made all kinds of allegations, and none of the sort ever went down.
This grievance right here.
Okay.
So you want to tell her that's harassment after she came all the way around the block after they partied from me?
In her car crying, dude.
I don't give a fuck. She was over there. She was over there. She came and tracked me down. How about, do you care about her tracking me down? Do you care about that? That's not a part. That's not nothing
So
for
you
you.
want me to do an investigation?
You over there telling them it's
I'm
harassment.
going to need your information if you want me to do an investigation.
You telling them that's harassment. You
So
giving
now
them.
he want to move on. He don't even talk about that part no more. He don't even talk about how he just admitted that it was harassment. How I even going to deal with this police officer after I heard him say that? Okay? They done already made threats. Got you, win. You win.
Okay, I'm back.
But I was saying, how can I even trust this police officer? How can I even move forward with this police officer with this investigation when the couple already made allegations that I was assaulted on? Well,
Right.
they said me. They never said that actually over the phone, but they did say that. They said it to me, but they did say over the phone that I was recording them and I was being very aggressive.
Right.
So now
That's crazy.
he sides with her. I overhears it, and he wants to, talk about he needs my information so he can continue on with the investigation.
Wrong information. That's wrong.
I can have
That's
my
wrong.
opinion. I can have my
You're
opinion,
a police
sir.
officer.
Yeah, I am.
So you don't tell them that it's harassment. You educate them and tell them that I'm allowed to
Bring it down.
record.
Shout out to 57 Sick Beats.
Give him your name. I've dealt with you before. I know what you do. Okay, you go around filming people to make them mad and upset, and that's what you clearly.
You're wrong. You are wrong.
She's crying in her car.
Man, I don't care. That's law enforcement. She should.
Yeah, he does have the right to film people. He also doesn't have the right to harass them. Yeah, you can. This is America. It's a free country. I agree. So do you want me to do an investigation? Because you claim that they assaulted you.
What's going to come out of the investigation? You already telling her that I'm harassing her.
No.
You did tell her that.
He's like, no. He's like a doofus.
Your opinion. You said in your opinion. And you're a police.
What did he say? It's her opinion or it's his opinion that I'm harassing her?
You telling her that I'm harassing her.
No.
You did tell her that.
It's her opinion that you're harassing her.
Her opinion.
That's what he said.
So he agreed with her and replied with that it's his opinion as well. That's what he said. So he just confirmed that it was both their opinion. But he said it first. I overheard the conversation. He said, in my opinion, it's harassment.
Mm-hmm.
So whether he agreed with her or not, he said it.
No, in your opinion. You said in your opinion. And you're a police officer. I'm out here throwing nothing.
She's crying, dude. You're bullying an elderly
How am
woman.
I bullying her when she...
Wow.
Oh, there's the third word. There's bullying.
That's crazy.
Wow. They're building a narrative.
Exactly. That's what she was doing. That's what they was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I felt the conspiracy coming. I felt it coming. Once I overheard him say, yeah, my opinion is harassment, now he come with bullying. They pulled up on me.
Mm-hmm. Call the police on you.
She came around and tracked me down.
She felt in fear and called 911.
Well, do what you got to do then. So now
and that's how I feel about it. Now what? Because I got it in the bag. I got the objective record. If that's what y'all want to do, y'all want to proceed with this illegally, then go ahead. What you want to do? That's how I feel about it.
He's like, she's crying, dude. Like so fucking what? She's crying.
I ain't hear that. Not when she told me she was going to arrest me. Shout out to Patrick Bellarmine. 18 USC 241 U.S. Code. Unannotated title 18 Crimes and Criminal Procedures 241 Conspiracy Against Rights. Exactly. They cannot turn a constitutional protected act into a criminal activity. So basically, it came down to the reason why they locked me up is because I was recording. If that would have happened, and this is what they was trying to move towards. I'm telling you.
Yep, what Patrick said.
Huh?
What Patrick said.
Yep.
Fear, call 911.
Well, do what you got to do then. So now
people
what?
can
So what
interpret
you
that as
going to do?
embarrassment.
So what you going to
I'm
do?
asking you if you
What you going to do?
Listen to me. You're claiming that he assaulted you, correct? So would you like me to do an investigation or not?
When I'm done with my objective record,
Okay,
I'm still recording.
So will you provide me your information?
When
For the investigation?
Sure, I'll give you an email address. I'm the victim.
Okay, so I'm going to need your name and date of birth.
No, you need an email address.
Always on a fishing expedition.
Mm-hmm.
Email address.
That's
So if
only
you don't
contact
provide me with your
information.
name and date of birth, I'm not going to do
Well,
an
then I'm going to put a complaint on you then.
Go ahead.
I'm going to put a
For what?
complaint. You
I'm
cannot,
asking you for your
because
information.
I don't have to give you my name. I'm the victim.
So if you're the victim,
I'm the victim.
listen to me. Per policy, if you're the victim, but you don't want to provide your information,
I'm going to provide you. I'm going to provide you with a contact.
I gotta look that up per policy. Somebody responded in the chat with that. He said, per policy, if I'm the victim and don't give up my name, he doesn't have to do the investigation. He doesn't have to write the report.
No way. I don't think so, because there's some people who need to remain anonymous for certain reasons. There's no way that there's a policy. Come on.
So
man.
if I'm the victim, listen to me. Per policy, if you're the victim, but you don't want to provide your information, I'm going to provide you with a contact.
That sounds stupid.
Which is my email address. That's acceptable. You can accept that.
I don't know who the email is. I don't know who.
What you mean?
You nosy bitch. It's just
Yeah,
him. He just want to know.
Right, Charles Stark. Charles Stark said, repeat the question. What question are you talking about? He said per policy, per Cambridge Police Station's policy, if I'm the victim and I don't want to give up my information, he doesn't have to go forth with writing a report or conducting an investigation. That's what he said.
I'm giving it to you. It's me.
Okay, so why would you not give me your name?
I don't have to.
Then why would I investigate if you don't want to cooperate?
If you don't want to investigate,
I'll get a supervisor.
All right.
Shout out Hammond.
We're trying to help you out, dude.
Well, I don't got to give you my name.
I
don't have to give you my name. An email address is enough contact information that y'all need to conduct your investigation.
We want to help you.
Okay. And the help is me giving you my email address. That's all you guys need.
How are we?
Come on, man. What you need my name for?
And they must be really playing the game all the way up, acting like they don't know that. And if they don't, that's a damn shame. And just like Obama said, they're the worst police station in the country.
Ooh.
And I was that I couldn't remember Henry Louis Gates, the professor that was arrested down there.
Right.
Because that's the reason why I believe that's the reason why Obama made that statement. But yeah, if they don't know that a person can have his anonymity when it comes to dealing with the police, especially if you're a victim.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That just don't make no sense.
Right. You don't have to give up your name, and they just played it all the way up like they didn't know. And if they didn't know, that's crazy. Real crazy.
We're getting their name and your name.
Yeah, I'm the victim. They're the ones who assaulted me. You need to get their name.
Oh, okay.
You need to get their name. I'm not feel comfortable after he told her that, in his opinion, it's
You see how condescending he was when I told him I was the victim and they need to get his name? He need to get their name? Yeah, okay. Like, he was real condescending right there. Like, okay, yeah, right, you're the victim. Like, they had no interest on what I had to say or even what happened to me.
Once who assaulted me, you need to get their name.
Oh, okay.
You need to get their name.
Wow.
I'm not feel comfortable after he told her that, in his opinion, it's harassment. Hell no, I ain't comfortable giving you my name after you told her, in your opinion, I'm harassing her. Hell no, I don't feel comfortable with you. I'll give you my. You gotta. It don't matter if you don't feel comfortable with me.
You don't feel comfortable with me.
No, you won't take my email address to do the investigation.
I'm gonna get a supervisor down here because you requested one.
Okay, why is that? I requested one because you told me that you needed my name. You said you needed my name.
I do need your name.
No, you don't. Okay. You do not. By law, you don't need my name.
We have a very belligerent party here.
Very belligerent.
Wow. There's another one.
Belligerent. I'm belligerent. I'm being a bully. I'm harassing, in his opinion, while he's in his official capacity. And I also assaulted them. And that was pretty much off the record from the police between me and them when she made that statement. Can you think of anything else? Did they say anything else?
I can't think of anything else. There's one more.
What?
But I can't. There's one more, isn't it? Okay.
I don't know. Are we going to get to it?
Maybe not.
Very belligerent. And I'm still within the laws as well.
All right. I never said you weren't.
She over there crying, talking about I'm assaulting her. After her husband tried to clip me with the passenger door. But she over there crying. And then she circled around the block to track me down. But she's over there crying. And you over there pampering her ass as if she
That's what I was doing. I'm trying to de-escalate the situation. And you just keep
not pampering her ass.
That's what he was doing. Like over there, he even admitted, dude, she's over there crying. Like, you hold on.
It's a show that she became a part of. First, she went there to watch a show. She went there to watch you get locked up. Now, the show. She is the show.
She came with the smoke when she right after she pulled off. Right before she pulled off, she said, "I'm gonna have you arrested," and she pulled back up with the smoke, but it didn't turn out like she wanted to turn out.
How you operate out here?
What did I do wrong, sir?
I don't like how you operate. You are getting a complaint.
For what?
You'll see. You'll read about it. You're getting a complaint. You wouldn't take my information.
To make a report.
I'll give you an email address.
Okay.
Why you keep asking?
I'm going to ask a supervisor if that's the correct way to do it.
It is the correct way to do it.
I've never had a victim not provide information.
It is a correct way to do it.
I've never had a victim.
I never had an officer try to flip it around and say I'm the one that's harassing.
Okay.
When I told y'all that I'm the victim, I showed you the scratch marks on my hand.
Would you like medical attention?
Really?
Would you like an ambulance?
You know what? For it to be
I'm gonna repeat that real quick.
Y'all that I'm the victim. I say I'm the one that's harassing. I never had an officer try to flip it around and say I'm the one that's harassing.
And although that is common, that's a common thing. It never happened to me. I never had in that situation. I never had a police officer say that I did whoever was the antagonizing party towards me. I never had a police officer say that I was the one that was being harassing to them. And none of my videos, never in any other encounter with police. That was the first time. But I'm pretty sure it's common and it happens more than often.
Okay.
When I told y'all that I'm the victim, I showed you the scratch marks on my hand.
Would you like medical attention?
Really?
Would you like an ambulance?
You know what? For it to be documented correctly, I like to be seen so it could be shown that I was scratched.
Okay. So let the record reflect you would like an ambulance.
Yeah, let it reflect it. Yeah.
Because if I would have scratched him, I would have been at the station by now. If I would have scratched him, I'd be you ready to take me to the station because she crying.
Yep.
Can we please have the ambulance at our
She's
location?
crying because you didn't go to jail. She's not crying because of anything that she's accusing you of.
Man, all that was an act. When the police,
Crazy. She's
she was,
crying because you're not going to jail in cuffs. She's crying because they didn't beat you to the ground.
and she wasn't crying before the cops pulled up. Not a tear dropped
Hell no, she was screaming.
from her eye. Yeah, she was
Yelling
beeping,
at you, like, come on.
spewing all kinds of allegations that was not true. And as soon as he pulled up, now she crying.
Wow. That's how y'all operate down here in Cambridge, huh? I'm the victim. I'm the victim. You over there telling her, in my opinion, this is harassment. And you a law enforcement officer.
She was crying and you were standing out of her car. She felt threatened.
I was standing on the sidewalk.
She felt threatened and scared and called 911.
Very condescending. Very, he was very.
Why aren't you bringing up the subject with her about her going all the way around the block to track me down?
Okay.
Huh?
I
because if this goes to court, if this
interrupting everything.
Come on, man. You was over there telling her. You was over there telling her that I was harassing, and that's your opinion.
Okay.
They come to supervise.
He don't want to be there, but I'm pretty sure you don't want your rights being violated as well.
He's on that side. Hey, excuse you, I'm having a conversation.
I don't care about your conversation. I'm out in public.
Yeah, you can go on the side.
I'm out in public.
And I started it off real hot with him because you a sergeant. You pulling up on the scene, and I record the conversation, and you got a problem with that? You made yourself public. You make yourself public every day when you put that uniform on. And you want to try to tell me, excuse you? No. First of all, the whole call is about me.
Right.
I had every right to record it. And I would have been standing out on the street with them, but I knew they was going to make a stronger issue about me being in the street and would have gave them a reason to arrest me faster. But it was already against me. They was already against me. So, and there's traffic coming down the street. So it would have been real easy for them to say I was obstructing. But I wanted to stand in the street with them. But I just decided to stay at least behind the car. But, the fact that he's telling me, step on the sidewalk. No, you step on the sidewalk because you standing on the street too.
You go on the sidewalk too.
Yeah.
You go on the sidewalk too.
I'm going to control my.
All right, I'm standing right here. I'm recording you. And I'm going to go around the car and meet you on the other end. I know who y'all think y'all are, man. Who you think you is out here telling me what to do? You don't have authority over me.
I have authority to tell you to stay a distance back from my person.
What authority is that? Quote the law. What authority is that?
He never quotes
what authority
the law.
Is that?
He never quotes
y'all,
the law.
Y'all overstepping your boundaries right now.
She stopped here. She stopped here panicking, calling 911.
You hear that?
That's the story he's giving the sergeant. So he's passing her whole story off to the sergeant. To the sergeant. Now, Gukowski, he showed up to her call, but I requested a supervisor, the sergeant.
Mm-hmm.
So what Gukowski does is take her fully loaded story and give it right to the sergeant, the supervisor that I requested.
Sure
So
did.
that's why I acted the way I acted. Nah, I wasn't going. They was already trampling over my rights, and I could see that they was trying to take me to jail, and I wasn't letting that happen. I
You
had
had
to
to
take,
speak up. Mm-hmm.
I had to take that whole situation and make it mine. I
Right.
wasn't going to get, I couldn't let them get control of it because they was trying to take me to jail.
Good for you.
Fine. She says he's harassing. I feel scared. I feel threatened. I don't know. Then he kept interrupting me and said he was going to make it. They're right here. They're in that car right now. Yeah. I said I can be using you all you want. Complain. Then we double got him. But like that, too small. And the process he got scratched.
Anybody else got any opinions about the video? Hit the link. Come up. Talk to him about it.
He got really upset. Me and my guys know. Come down.
Yeah, open panel is still open.
She said that. I said, yeah. I see that. I understand.
14 minutes left. So if y'all want to come up, say anything, be my guest.
He's trying to cover him.
At this time, they trying to find a crime. That's what they sniffing for.
Mm.
Trying to dig a crime up. They trying to go off of this woman's testimony. I'm sorry, off of her statement, and they trying to find a crime. And the next move they want to make is walking towards me, telling me to put my hands behind my back.
Cambridge police tried to conspire against me.
Good night, Miss Renetta the Queen.
Shout outs to the Queen. Have a good night. Renetta Williams, all the way from Wynn, Arkansas. Shout outs breaking the flow.
I'm the victim. I requested you. So you're going to go talk to her. This is conspiracy right here. I ain't got to back up anything.
So why would he want me to be backed up? So that was me with my pre-recording, and then I quickly flipped it to a live on my other phone.
I couldn't believe I got that notification dropped. You went live. I said, "What is going on?"
And this is when it was getting crazy.
I requested you. So you're going to go talk to her. This is conspiracy right here. I ain't got to back up anything. I ain't got to back up anything. I don't have to back up anything. I'm not committing a crime. I'm not going to commit a crime. For what's that law? What law is that? No, I want you to quote the law then. If I don't, what you going to do? I want to hear what you're going to do. Objective record. Tell me. Interfering is physical.
What?
Shout outs, Rhonda. Have a good night.
Good night, Rhonda.
First of all, the only reason why he want me to back up is because he don't want me to document that conversation. It's the only reason why he want me to back up. He already know that I'm not dangerous. I'm not there for any ill will. I got a camera in my hand. Okay?
Right.
They see everything I got on. So, like, for him to tell me, and
it's insulting.
They could make up any reason to say that they was in fear for their safety. They can make up any reason, but wow, it's crazy because I wasn't there for no violence. I wasn't there. Those two officers was there way before him. So now all of a sudden he coming with orders to stay away from, to stay 6 feet away from every officer,
Wow, I
including.
thought that was COVID.
Supreme Court ruled that interfering is physical. Man, get out of my face. Go handle your investigation. Get out my face, man. You ain't gonna tell me what to do. You open yourself up for civil litigation. You open yourself up for civil litigation.
Shout outs to LIA.
You open yourself up for civil litigation. All of y'all. All of y'all. What law is that 6 feet back from a police officer? I'm the victim. I requested him. He goes over there and talk to her.
Shout outs discombobulated.
How you doing? Give me one scratch. I want to document it that I was scratched.
So now EMS, EMTs, whatever you want to call it, they showed up.
Documentation. You see the scratches go on my hand? Yeah, okay. You want to go to the hospital and get those tests done? Does this look like it needs hospital attention? Yeah, we'll write it up.
You said, does this look like it needs it?
Yeah, I mean, they were scratched.
When I seen this, I thought this was the cops, because I think this is when I came into the live stream and I saw them.
Well, these scratch marks to be documented.
Go ahead, say that one more time.
No, when I saw him with the gloves, I got scared because I thought it was the cops. I thought they was about to arrest you. But, of course, later, after watching the video again, I see that they're just EMTs.
Right. Yeah, but the other officer was gloved up, though. The third officer that came on the scene, he was gloved up.
Mm.
And he had black gloves on.
Right.
Gentleman in the car right there. This guy right here? Yeah. So I need to finish creating my objective record because I'm being conspired against. I'm the victim. I asked for the supervisor, and they're over there talking to the people who assaulted me.
Okay. So if you don't want to go to the hospital, we just got to get your signature on a piece of paper.
And I can't get no signature. I can give you an email address. I'm not giving no names.
Sure can.
You don't want to use your name or anything?
No, I don't want to give you my name.
It's not a bill or anything.
Yeah, it's not a bill.
If you need contact
He
me,
assumed it was for a bill, though.
It's part of the thing for our documentation purposes.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't a bill. It wasn't a concern about a bill for me. It was more so of the police officers getting the information from the EMTs. But I thought about it. First, I wasn't going to give them my information because of the fear that the officer would get it from the EMTs. But he also even mentioned it a little bit later that he was going to get it from them. But I thought about it. I said, it's more important for me to put my name on something because these cops weren't documenting anything on my part. They documenting everything that she said, but they wasn't going to document anything that I had to say. And I had to get my name on some type of paper. And I said, well, I'm going to sign the paperwork with the EMTs because they're the only ones that's going to have the information of me being assaulted by those people on record.
Right.
So that's why I did that. And I also let the EMTs know that if they give up my information, they'd be open for civil litigation.
That's right.
And he backed it up with saying, yeah, there's a lot of laws that goes with that pertaining to HIPAA. Okay, I'm glad you know. And it was a good thing that I did say that to him because the officer threatened to get the information from him minutes later.
Document it up. We got to document who it happened to, and just some of the basic info. Yeah. If you don't want to give us all of your info, that's fine. But we just need a quick, something to put on the sheet and a signature from it.
At the very, very least name, I mean, this is, you want to document it as happened, right? We can check you out. So
all right.
This would be the way to do that. Yeah. So if you could fill out your name and your date of birth, that would be great. And then just give us a signature.
You need something right here.
Can you hold that for me, please? Thank you. And I'm telling you guys now, do not get my information to the police. If you guys do, you open yourself up to civil litigation.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of laws with it. They're not giving anybody your information.
Okay. I'm glad they know that.
And that should be just fine. Enough information if you just want to sign right there.
Signature right here.
Great.
You see I'm shaking, right?
Yeah.
You see I'm shaking, right? Y'all need to document that as well. No, I need to document this over here.
Okay, we'll get out of here.
So we got Sergeant over here that I called for, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the victim. They're conspiring against me. Sergeant went straight to the car to talk to the people who assaulted me, okay? Y'all going to see the upload on this a little bit later. This guy right here, he works in the post office. And I got a recording of him of what he did in the post office, okay? Y'all want to be surprised about that. We got the officer right here who told the lady in the car that
Look, he's on his phone trying to figure out who I am. That's what he's doing right now. Then you got the sergeant.
His opinion, because I'm recording.
You got the sergeant, the second officer, who's gathering the story from the couple.
We got the sergeant right here who told me if I don't stay 6 feet away from an officer, I will be subject to arrest because he didn't want me to record the conversation that was going on between him and the officer and him and these people who assaulted me right here. Okay? I put in a complaint on this post office man right here who did some egregious things in the post office. What law is that? What law is that? He keeps saying 6 feet, ladies and gentlemen. 6 feet from a police officer. There's no law. You live, Sergeant. You're live. You're live, Sergeant. You're live. Why are you asking me that? Why?
Anybody got an idea where he get this Terrence shit from? No, seriously. I don't know what gave him the idea that I was Terrence. I don't even know what he's talking about. I thought it was the Hype Tyson video.
Terrence is a black man's name.
Wow.
Why are you asking me that? Okay.
He know who I am.
Alright, man, I don't touch him, man. Me too. Why are you videotaping me like that, man? I'm trying to break up a fight, okay?
All right. You guess what? You want to open up yourself a civil litigation. They can't do that. That's violating HIPAA. You dummy. That's violating HIPAA.
Hold on real quick. I'm gonna show y'all where he actually get knocked out at.
Okay. All right, man. I don't touch him, man. Talk. Hey, don't go on. Stop. Hey, listen. I'm not here. Stop pushing real bad, man. Why are you videotaping me like that, man? I'm trying to break up a fight, okay?
That's our first encounter. Officer Gukowski. He lost a lot of weight since then.
What?
That's the knockout. That was in Cambridge at Central Square. That's the first time I seen Officer Gukowski. So, yeah. We had a prior meeting. Or should I say prior engagement?
HIPAA. simple. Okay. What's the information? What's the information? Yeah, you want to go in there in private and talk. You hear that?
Keep him 6 feet away.
What law is that? What law is that? That order is not law. Man, shut up. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? All right, go somewhere. Go somewhere. Go somewhere.
Just stay relaxed. You don't want anything to happen. You're in the right. I'm here. I'm witnessing it. Okay.
What you got your gloves on for?
He said he can have his gloves on. He can have his gloves
That's
on.
That's what they're here for. That's what they're here for. What you got your gloves on for? I want y'all to lock me up if I get within 6 feet of an officer. I want y'all to lock me up if I get within 6 feet of an officer. No, this is not law.
I know, but you don't want to do anything to get yourself. You know what I mean? I'm here. I'm witnessing you. Everything's fine. I'm just gonna stay relaxed. You record everything. You're in your right to record.
Wow. They really enforcing that 6 feet rule.
You ready to pounce, ain't you? Yes, he is. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. That's what they do. And he's a police officer. He cannot be antagonized. He's a police officer.
He's not really doing anything to antagonize. He's just standing there. Okay, so let him just stand there. You stand there.
Yeah, but she doesn't understand that.
Johnny, Massachusetts, Cambridge police. Y'all know Obama said Cambridge police station was the worst police station in the country. A couple of years ago, they locked up the professor. What professor did y'all lock up? What professor is that? What professor did y'all lock up? Why you keep asking me my name? Why you keep? I don't have to give you my name to talk. That's not how it goes. I don't have to give you my name. I don't have to give you my name to talk. You're not getting. No, you don't. You do not. You get an email address. I mean, get out of my face, man. Get out of my face.
So right there, I ain't want to talk to Sergeant. I requested him. I'm the last person he come to talk to. Get out my face. I'm not comfortable with dealing with none of y'all. Of course, the audit didn't get carried out the way it should have with, a report being filed that I was assaulted, okay? Because I'm not going to go as far as to the point that I wanted criminal charges filed against this little couple, or let's just say John. That's not what I'm out there for. That's not what I'm into. I'm not trying to destroy people's lives and, break them away from their jobs and all that. That's not the point. But for the sake of the audit, and because I'm doing the audit, that's where it was supposed to have been carried out to. At least a report being filed that John assaulted me. But it didn't go that way because all the officers conspired against me. That's how I feel about it. And I requested for the sergeant, and I was the last man that he came to speak to. So I ain't want to hear none of I was done by that time. I ain't want to hear none of the bullshit he had to say.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. I ain't know everybody. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him. Terrence? Who's Terrence, you dumb big goof? Who's Terrence, you big goof? I put in complaint on all of y'all. Sarge, what's your name and badge? What's your name and badge, Sarge? Sergeant, your name.
All right, so I'm going to cut it right here. I'm pretty sure most of y'all watched the video. After this, I get the sergeant's name and badge after asking him 3 times. And
discombobulated. Maybe I should have said Leroy or Tyrone or something like that. Sorry.
The officer on the other side of the door, standing in front of the sergeant, ends up picking up my property on the sidewalk. I don't know how that came into play. I missed that part. I think John may have told him I had my, that was my property over there. Or somebody else may have told him, but I had my helmet and my keys sitting over there as well. My helmet, my keys was in my helmet on my bike. And I was no more than 10 feet away from it. So it wasn't going out of my sight. But for them to pick up my property, I don't know how it led to that. I don't know why they did it. But I think maybe John probably said something or somebody else, but they got a lead that it was mine. And for them to put it back down after I say something was kind of strange as well. Like, I mean, I didn't understand any point with that. But yeah, that was the review of the video. I was watching it, then I said, "Well, I'm gonna share it with y'all and watch it with y'all."
Thanks for sharing, and thanks for having me up here.
Thanks for coming up, Perfect Sense.
Yeah, I usually, I like to sit down in the chat, do my thing down there, but I enjoyed myself up here with you.
You had to come up and relax. Sit on the panel, put your feet up, and relax.
You don't have panels. You a one-man show over here.
That's because nobody will ever come up.
I don't know why. You're so much fun.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not a panel man. I'm just a video uploader.
Whatever it is. Thank you so much for what you do. You know, I'm your number one fan. I'm going to stay your number one fan.
Appreciate you. I appreciate the support. Appreciate everybody support out there. It'd be rough, yo, for real. Like, it might look like a game to y'all and, somebody just recording and dealing with these cops every day, but it could get to you, especially when your rights is really being trampled on.
I know it's not a game. I watch you. I can't get out there and do what y'all do, but I salute you.
Shout out to Harold Shields, for sure. My man Harold Shields. Joseph Crump. Joseph Crump in the house, y'all. Field reporter. Boston's field reporter. He go hard. That's my man right there. Discombobulated. William Sharon. Breaking the floor. Appreciate y'all. Patrick Bellamere. Romulo Costa. Stefan McKinley. Charles Starks. ID 88. Black Gold. I make sure y'all have a good night. Once again, Perfect Sense, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you all the time on the panel and definitely in the chat.
Thank you so much, and peace.
Have a good night. It's the resistance. Hey man, I'm gonna cut up out of here. Might shoot y'all a video tomorrow, or I might just shoot it to y'all the next day. But just know it's juice. It will be coming at y'all. Be safe out there. Tired tonight. Had an accident today. Somebody turned in my direction. I had to swerve around them. And it was raining out there. And I wiped out. Dislocated my thumb. Side all scraped up. So, I've been in the hospital all night. By the time I started the live, got a little tired. So I apologize. I wasn't giving y'all that upbeatness that I usually come with in the live. Had a little personal problems going on. But I'll be back. 100%. It's the resistance. Keep your head up. Know your rights. Stand your ground. Don't give up without a fight. Paula James. Shout out to Paula James. This was a live preview on a roast, an Eyes on Blue Bloods education of the Cambridge, Massachusetts video that I uploaded yesterday. It's a breakdown. And you know, this is for my loyal supporters, my true resistors. There's no need to have an isolated situation for y'all because y'all gonna be there anyway. So there y'all go. This was the breakdown, the commentary of it. Shout out to John Denicola, Cambridge Craziness. I'm out of here.
I'm just a black man with cameras.